All right. Three, two, one. Welcome to the 2022 World Championships Fantasy Draft brought to you by SwimSwam. I'm Coleman Hodges. I'm joined by Braden Keith, Loretta Race, and Ben Dornan. We are going to be drafting our best team of swimmers within the pool of the 2022 World Championships and scoring their progress as the meet goes through to see who is the ultimate swim fan, swim nerd, and swim champion by the end of the meet. Ben, I'm going to throw it over to you to explain the rules of this draft.
All right. So this is an adaptation of any normal fantasy draft that people do, fantasy baseball, fantasy football, whatever. And I actually got this format from not a sports draft. I got it from a podcast about movies that I listen to called The Big Picture, where they draft different movies and from a certain year and try to have the best slate of movies from a certain year. So basically what we're doing, four of us are going to be drafting a team of 7 swimmers from anywhere in the world. And at the end of the draft, each of us will have our own team of 7 swimmers. All of them will be competing at the 2022 World Championships in Budapest, or as of right now, which is June 14th, we expect that they'll be racing at World Championships. And so we'll all have 7 swimmers, 7 of our own swimmers who we hope will accumulate the most points based on the score system that we've devised that I'll go through in just one second. So we're going to be drafting snake style, like most drafts, which means that, say, if Braden is the first drafter, he'll pick his first swimmer, and then Coleman will pick one, and then Retta will pick one, and then Ben, will pick one, and then that's the end of round 1. We each have 1 swimmer on our team. And then next I'll make my first pick to open round 2, and then it'll go back to Retta, back to Coleman, back to Braden. That ends round 2, and then Braden starts round 3, and it goes in a snake style. If you're watching this, I just made a snake motion with my hand, until we each have 7 swimmers. So that's kind of stage 1. We're each drafting 7 swimmers to our team for this draft. But as I said, it's swimmers from anywhere in the world. So if you watched the previous or read about the previous SwimSwam drafts, there were 2 separate ones, one for just US swimmers and one for international swimmers. But this includes everyone in the world, or all swimmers in the world that are racing at this meet. But we're drafting in categories, which means that our 7 swimmers each have to be in a category. So each of our teams will have 1 swimmer from North America, 1 swimmer from South America, 1 swimmer from Asia, 1 swimmer from Europe, 1 swimmer from Oceania, 1 swimmer from Africa as the first 6 categories. And then the 7th category is a wildcard pick that can be from any continent anywhere in the world.
Absolutely no preparation for this. Can I still draft Michael Phelps? Is he available?
Certainly. You can draft anyone. You just have to know that he's going to score 0.
Antarcticans.
In which continent does Santo Condarelli count towards?
Santo Condarelli can count to anywhere. He's raced for what, like 2 continents, but it was born in Japan.
Mm-hmm. Well, 3 countries.
3 countries, but was born in Japan, so theoretically could represent Japan. Who knows? We'll have 1 person definitely from each continent, and then our 7th wildcard pick will be from anywhere we want to draft from. But there's no order that you have to pick your swimmers from. So whoever goes first could take someone from South America, and then second, someone could draft a European swimmer, and so on and so forth. Someone on your team wins an individual gold medal. That's 6 points. An individual silver medal is 5 points. An individual bronze medal is worth 4 points. If a finals relay swimmer wins a gold medal, you get 4 points. If you get a relay silver medal and you're swimming in the final, you get 3 points. If you win a relay bronze and you swim in the final, you get 2 points. Any relay medal, if you're a prelims only swimmer, is worth 1 point. If you make an individual final but you don't get a medal, so 4th to 8th place individually, that's 1 point. And if your swimmer disqualifies in any round of the race, that's -2 points for your team. So that's the scoring system. So don't pick someone who disqualifies a lot.
Name names.
I won't name names.
Ben Proud. Be careful.
Ilya
Ben.
Shamanovich. No,
she
he's
went-
not swimming.
It's okay.
Shamanovich
Ben Proud only
race.
swims one race, so he's not draftable anyway.
Two. He does 50 fly, 50 free.
He does. He does.
Okay, so I have my
No
hat. This is a yellow hat, and I have all 4 of our names in the yellow hat.
Ben's gonna
so this
pick
is gonna
himself
be-
first because it's rigged.
I might pick myself first. If I do, it's okay. So
We
know
should
who else
penalize
wore a yellow
someone
hat?
If they draft someone who's not going and we all know they're not going, you should lose your choice.
Ooh, Dave Saylor.
I'm okay with that.
Can we go through famous people who have worn yellow hats? Dick Tracy, Curious George's owner.
Couldn't name one.
Yeah, I'm not hip to
Roberto
this.
Clemente.
Oh wow.
Your brain is like full of all this people info.
All right, Ben, I want to know the order.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm not looking. First
He's
drafter
totally
is
looking.
this, and it's Retta.
Oh, Rick.
It's probably backwards on the screen, but it's Retta.
It works.
Second person will be Braden.
Ooh, that's where you want to be. Number 2 pick.
Definitely not Rig.
Okay.
Third person is
Deal with this.
Ben, myself.
What? All right, double
Oh,
picks.
man.
And fourth is Coleman at the turn, which
Going
means
snake style,
you get
right?
2 picks. Yeah, snake style.
Rigged. All right.
Rigged.
All right. Let's go through quickly before we get this show rolling. We have team names. Coleman Hodges, number 4 and number 5 pick. I guess number 1 of round 2 pick is going with Lezak and the Comebacks. Retta, team name.
Guitar Smashers, which is my tribute to the Aussies.
And has recently become relevant again in the news.
Seriously. Ben, team name.
My team name is Dana Voldemort.
In homage
You
to your
seem
favorite Harry
confused.
Potter character.
In homage to my favorite Harry Potter character. And that's the only homage.
And I will be the Canadian Condorellis representing the peak Condorelli, the peak form of the Condorelli.
Canadian Con.
Nice.
Awesome. So those are team names. And without further ado, Loretta, go for pick
Okay.
number 1.
My team name will make total sense because I'm going with Kaylee McEwen. Bam.
Oh, it's a good first pick.
So add up
Good
just,
pick.
what was that, 20 points right off the bat or whatever it was.
It's a solid pick.
It's a good start. However, unfortunately, you only made the second best pick because Caleb Dressel swims more races and therefore will win more medals. So the number 2 pick will be American Caleb Dressel.
Caleb Dressel is out.
All right. So I guess that puts it on my side. And I am going to make my first draft
Really
pick.
easy ones.
I'm going to pick South African Matt Sates as my first pick.
Oh, I don't know
He
about
was,
that.
in the running. He was in the running.
It's fair.
That's a reach. He
But
still
the
would have been there.
relays aren't going to do, yeah.
He would have been
relay-
there for your second round pick.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he would
Ben already lost this draft. All right.
have.
We're on round one. Round one.
Yeah, it's amazing you could screw it up that bad that early.
All
All right.
I'm saying is that the 2 African medalists in
Hey.
Tokyo,
Hey, can we add a world
Both.
record bonus in?
I was thinking of doing that
Oh,
actually.
then
I was
totally
thinking of
over.
Let's
Then
add.
it's
Let's
totally
say
over.
3 points bonus for a world record. That seems appropriate, right?
3 points bonus.
Yeah, because you're already getting the 5. And final swimmers on relays get a 2-point bonus. Prelim swimmers get nothing.
Okay.
Changing
Okay.
the rules on the fly.
Yeah,
Sounds
after
good.
I've made my first pick and you guys made a pick
Oh, it
that
was a
works
bad
very
pick.
well for that.
That's fine.
Whatever.
All right, Coleman, go ahead.
All right. With the 4th pick of round 1, Katie Ledecky.
Yeah.
Too easy
Yeah.
money. Pick number 1 of round 2, Michael Andrew. A lot of splashes, a lot of
hoping you would
potential. America and wild card.
Is that your wild card?
Done. Well,
I mean,
it
that's
has to
boom.
be.
That's boom or bust, right? Like you're either going to win this draft or you're going to lose this draft
Yeah.
based on that pick.
I'll take it.
All right, my next pick is going to be someone that I think is a pretty good shot for a medal in 2 races, at maybe 3 races. I'm going to pick my swimmer from an Asian country, and I'm going to pick Zhang Yufei from China.
It's a good pick.
Or is it? We don't know.
Ooh, she said, or
We'll
is
see.
it? She said, or is it?
We'll see.
All right, so
Okay.
me? Is
So
it
now
me?
it's back to Braden.
Oh
How many
yeah.
races is Molly O'Callaghan swimming?
1.
You don't get to find that out. It's a
Just
draft.
one
You don't-
individually,
you're
right?
on the clock.
Individual? She doesn't have 100 and 200? Maybe she's
Yes.
anyway.
You should have.
100 and 200. Yeah, 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm going to take a flyer on Molly O'Callaghan just because of that relay upside. There's so many relays at the World
Mhm.
Championships, and she could be on a lot of them. She could be on 4 easily, maybe 5. Could she be in 5 relays? Yeah. So I'm going to take Molly O'Callaghan for the relay upside.
This is hard. This is hard. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, see, I don't think Mila, he might not swim the 2 fly. I kind of heard rumors that he wasn't going to swim the 2 fly. I'm thinking,
Insider trading.
that's what I had heard. I'm going to go, okay. This is probably going to come in. Okay. Arno Kaminga. This is very difficult because I think this is going to wind up being my wild card pick because I already have one for Oceania. But because we were just talking about the relays, so I'm going to do Shayna Jack.
But because Loretta loves Australia,
I
do love Australia. That's
Shayna
okay.
Jack.
Your team name.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's true.
we're telling the future. I'm prophesizing.
All right, so I'm up next.
Yep.
I am going to take James Guy because I think I just think even though they lost Duncan Scott, I think Great Britain, I think he'll be on 4 medal winning relays in finals with the mixed relays. And I like the certainty of those points a lot better than a lot of swimmers who are left with individual chances.
Wow. Bold.
Okay. So it's my turn. I'm deciding between 2 people. I want to fill my North American spot. I honestly didn't think one of these would still be available if I waited until round 3. But I think I'm going to go with Mr. Robert Fink from the United States of America. Only in 2 events, probably not on a relay, but I feel like a pretty good shot for 2 medals.
For somebody who made the scoring system, you're doing a really poor job of executing on the scoring system.
Well, it's about how confident I feel that they're going to get a medal. Not a lot of people I feel 100%
Or is 10,
confident.
right? Like that's his total scoring
12.
potential.
12 is
How many
his
you get for an
scoring
individual
potential.
goal?
6.
Oh, okay.
All right. 2 picks. So first pick, Sarah Sjostrom. Easy money. Sarah Sjostrom. Next pick. I'm going to go with Yui Ohashi.
Okay, cool.
Also not a relay contender.
Not a relay
Feel free to rag
contender.
on that pick too.
It's surprising how few swimmers
Well,
there are.
but
that
give
are
me an Asian
strong.
swimmer that is a relay contender.
That's very
that could-
true.
But
Good
there
point.
are
I guess there
surprisingly
are
few
North
who are both
American.
strong individual gold medal contenders and going to be on a lot of relays
Yeah.
that could medal.
Like I think that was the next, her or Daya were the next 2 best picks for Asia. Maybe Li Bingxi, but
Yeah.
No,
That's true.
I needed an Asia pick.
not really.
There's more.
All right, go ahead. Ben, you're up.
Okay, it's my turn. So I immediately felt regret after that North American pick. So I'm now going to fill my wild card spot and use a North American. And I might feel bad about this pick too. I don't know. But I am going to go with Reagan Smith, who is in 3 individual events and might be on a finals relay, might be on a prelims relay. I don't know. I feel like she can get a few points for me. So Reagan Smith, my wild card spot.
I think that's a pretty good pick.
Okay.
Live with that pick.
I was going to go with Kylie, but changed it at the last minute. Feel bad that I don't have Canadians. Sorry.
All right, Braden.
Well, I hate to do it because you just said it, Ben, but I'm going to go with Kylie. I think she's 3 individual medals plus 2 relay medals. I think the Canadian men are coming around enough where maybe they're in the mix for at least 1 mixed medal.
They won gold
that's
in
true.
short course and a 200 mixed.
Yeah. So
I guess Kylie wasn't on that. But.
yeah, I'm gonna take Kylie, and I guess she's my my wild card.
Wild card. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Retta has 2 picks.
I know. I believe I'm gonna do my Asian. I'm gonna take Wang Sun-woo from Korea because I personally feel he's going to medal in both the 100 and 200. So that's buku points, even though no relays, that's fine.
All right.
And
It's a good pick. I thought
what
you were going
about
to
world
pick him.
junior record? Well, I guess he's not. Shoot, but that is a question though. What about world junior records? He's not. He's whatever. 18.
Because the world junior records are so like wild and inconsistent.
Yeah.
Until you're
Also, we won't know if they actually broke it for like 14 months. So.
We'll see you guys in 2023 with the results of our draft.
Yeah.
okay. All right.
right.
Fair enough.
Retta up again.
Yes. And okay, I'm going with the quasi off the wall pick, kind of, from North America. I'm gonna go with Josh Liendo.
Ooh. That's not bad. He's in
Okay.
Say, what do you
3
feel?
individual
There's
events.
just not a lot of room on the podium in the sprints.
But okay, like,
Leaving.
I have my own mentality here, and I know what I'm doing. So
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
It's now official that Penny Oleksiak will not be drafted in this draft.
Ooh. Oh.
Or
Right.
Taylor Ruck.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of inevitable that there were going to be North Americans that go undrafted
Yeah.
who are better than swimmers that go drafted.
All right. Next up is.
But you know what that also says? If we're thinking through draft logic, that means somebody could have had Penny Oleksiak with their 7th pick.
That's a
I
good
don't know if I want Penny Alexia.
I know
A
that's
lot of relays. They're gonna win a lot of relay medals.
Dude, but not as many as the US. And you have like Hunter, who's going to be on a bunch. You have Ryan Murphy, who could be on a bunch. Claire Curzan and Tori Husk, who could all be on a bunch and are swimming 4 individuals each.
Yeah,
Like-
Claire and Tori I can buy. I don't think Hunter and Ryan are going to be on as many, but Claire and Tori.
World
Hunter
record holder
Medley-
Hunter
Hunter
Armstrong.
could be medley, 4 free, because he made it in the 100 free, mixed free, and mixed medley. That's 4 that are probably all going to medal.
Yeah, I don't think
He
he'll
has
be on
3
the
individuals.
three, and he'll probably
Or, sorry,
be
2 individuals.
on the men's 4. Right?
I'm just saying, I think all those picks are better than Penny in
Okay.
terms of points.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, Braden, your pick.
I just wanted to shout out Penny. Shout out Penny. You know, I was just shout out
not
Penny.
being drafted.
Yeah. Sorry. Prove us wrong.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun thing going back through and seeing which ones we missed hardest on.
Yeah.
I am going to go. There's 2 elephants in the room here, right? There's South Africa, or there's Africa and South America, none of whom are going to score a lot of points. We probably should have combined them. I'm gonna go Fernando. I'm gonna go Fernando Schaefer, who everybody forgets was
I didn't forget.
I didn't
bronze medalist in the 200 free behind the British one too. He was kind of lost in all that.
Did I forget Fernando Scheffer, or did I highlight him on the sheet that I sent you for this draft?
I'm not talking about those of us who do this for a living, guys. I'm talking about our readers who
Oh,
don't
like
know
readers.
about him, even though he's gotten a little.
Shame on you, readers. Fernando Scheffer.
He was one of the, yeah, I'd say he's a top medal contender from South America for sure. Top
Could get
5.
an extra final
Is he?
at 400.
No.
I would say top 5. He was 5th on my list for
Top-
South America.
Top 5. Yeah.
Okay, so Braden just drafted Fernando Scheffer from Brazil. Okay, so I think that I'm going to try to fill my South American spot right now
Going on
because
South Americans. Here we go.
in my mind, there are 2 left, 2 medal contenders left. One of them, 4. Okay, sorry, 2 on my
All
list.
Old men.
I know that there's probably more than I'm listing, but I think that I'm gonna go with Mr. 2150 freestyle, Bruno Fratis, Olympic medalist in Tokyo, going for 3 more. He's at 97 21s in the 50 freestyle. There's nothing holding him back from getting to 100, and there's nothing holding him back from getting another medal in the 50 freestyle. So I'm gonna go with Bruno Fratis from Brazil.
All right. I'm going to stick on the train. And I think here's your mistake, Ben. Bruno is a really solid pick. He was 1B in South America for me because I think he will medal. But I think a more surefire medal in one single event is Nicholas Santos, 50 fly. Who is who I'm picking.
I know.
I agree. That's a better pick.
You think?
Yeah,
And
I
that's
just
not a knock
also-
on Bruno. That's just
Neither
the
of
event
them-
and how they stack up.
yeah, neither of them are gonna make two finals. Neither of them
No.
are going to win a relay medal. So they're both essentially down to one event. And I do like it's not terribly out of order, but I do like Santos better than Bruno. I like his chances on that.
With my round 6 pick, I still need an Oceania swimmer. I'm going King Kyle Chalmers. He doesn't have a ton of individuals, but I think he could medal in at least one individual event. Plus, there's a couple relays.
So
He's
y'all
got
gonna leave the
potential
world
in.
record holder on the board?
That's where I was going to say next. I think that there's a good case for Zach, but we don't know how many relays Kyle is going to swim. There's a good potential for him to be on a couple of relays.
He could be on 4.
I think Kyle has more upside than Zach.
Yeah. Even with those world record bonus points, that's a 9-point swim. Plus a 5.
I don't think Zach's going to get another world record
I
at
was about
this
to say,
speed.
205.95, Braden, seriously, you think he's going to drop from that? Just
Yeah, I think he's gonna go 204.
All right.
Somebody-
Shane, you're up.
143 2 free, right?
Okay, my Australian pick. Who's going from Australia? Okay, Shayna. Okay, yeah. Okay, Shayna's gone. I wanted to pick her.
All the good ones.
All the good ones are gone, really.
There are
Um,
good ones.
I am going to go with, I feel like the distance freestyle for the women is kind of always like pretty open. Like you never know who's going to win it. So I could go with Zach Sully Cook, who I know is going to win gold in one event, but I could also go with Lainey Pallister, who's in 3 events, who has a decent shot at 3 medals.
It's true.
I'm just gonna say right now,
Pull the trigger, Ben. Pull the trigger.
I know.
I'm
we're
going
on the
with Lainey
clock.
Pallister. Lainey Pallister.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Bold.
Yeah.
All right, I'm up next.
Mm-hmm.
My girl Lainey.
I think
That's
the
great.
pick is obvious here. I will take the best African breaststroker who is bothering to show up this week. Remembering that she broke the South African record last summer while her compatriots were racing at the Olympics, or at the short course world championships, or not. Lara Van Niekerk, your African record holder in the 50 breaststroke.
Nice.
That's
That's
frustrating.
really true. That's a good point.
Yeah, so there is there are probably not any points left from Africa. So apologies to whoever has to pick an African still.
Dude.
There's an Olympic champion
man.
still on the
Seriously.
table. Olympic
Oh,
medalist.
Oh, sorry. There is one left. There's not 2 left.
Yeah.
And there's 2 that still need points.
I'm gonna have to get Leclos because
Yeah.
you stole mine, and you probably did that on purpose. You telepathy knew who I was gonna pick, and you stole her. So Chad Leclos for me.
Yeah. Who's doing
He's
all
a good
3
pick.
butterfly events.
He's
Yeah.
great.
It's a solid pick. He and Van Niekerk will probably score a similar number of points, I'd guess.
Is he in the 200 fly?
He is.
that okay? Good for him.
Yeah.
200 fly is not easy.
All right, Retta, who you got for round 7?
I know, and this is where the South America conundrum happens because
Oh, it's got to be a South American.
yeah, for me, yeah.
So,
So,
I mean, there's Joel Gomez. There's Felipe Lima. Who else?
Yeah.
I mean,
is Lima racing? I think you just slid a fast one in there. I don't think he's racing.
oh,
I think he's racing.
No, he is
then
racing.
There's Joel Gomez.
He's racing. He's racing.
Felipe
Okay.
Franca?
I mean, I already have my South America pick.
Felipe Franca is in the 50 and the 100.
No, he said Lima. I
Oh.
thought.
I did. Oh,
Hmm.
so again, pretty much the same thing.
I know. No, I am going
Old
to
guys
take.
doing breaststroke.
I'm gonna
Felipe
take-
Lima is not in the meet.
We
Yeah.
just,
Yeah, I didn't think
yeah,
so.
we just,
Basically going to give birth any minute. Okay, I'm going to say Joao Gomez Jr. That's what I'm taking.
nice.
Not really. I mean, Braden stole all my picks.
Who else are you gonna pick though? I mean, that's
Leonardo Diaz. So who were their finalists at the Olympics? Guilherme, I can never say that name right. Costa,
Yeah.
distance freestyler. Leonardo de Deus was in an Olympic final in the 200 fly. He was sixth.
There's some relay people
And
like
that's
Breno
it.
Correa.
4x100 free relay could
Do you
get on that.
do you get points? How many points do you get for a relay that doesn't medal?
none. Oh,
None.
That
But they could medal.
Cool.
Didn't they have like 647s at their?
So what's left that's viable is De Deus
Okay.
and probably Felipe Lima and
no,
Guilherme.
Lima's not gonna be there.
No,
You
the
just
other
said
one,
that.
Franca.
Franca.
I can't, they're basically the same swimmer, right?
No.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
All right, Braden, you need a South America pick, correct?
No, I need an Asian.
Asia. Yeah.
Okay.
And
There's a few good selections on the board here.
yeah, there's Wang Shan, the gold medalist in the 200 IM. There's Li Bingji, who could medal in probably 4.8 1500, which is a little more open without Titmus. There's Shaban Hahi with her ankle.
Mhm.
Did anybody take Daya yet?
No.
No.
Daya Seto on the bounce back year. I'm taking none of those guys. I'm taking Yang Junxuan. I just said that terribly, and I apologize for everybody who's offended by that pronunciation. I'm going to take her and stick with my theme of relay upside, and she could be on 4 medal winning relays.
Oof.
So that's the direction I'm going to go. Plus maybe some individual in the 200 free, which is so wide open right now.
I have a European pick, and I have a list of about 20 Europeans that have not been drafted yet.
It's a big continent. A lot of people live
It's
there.
a very big continent. And Sarah Schustrom is still on the board, not swimming the 100
Incorrect.
flashes.
No.
no,
I
somebody took
chose Sarah.
Yeah.
Who did?
Coleman.
I did with my third pick.
Oh, sorry. I
Daddy.
forgot to delete her from my list. Okay, that makes it actually easier for me.
So who's left there? Malak, Manadu,
Malak, Menadu, Papavici,
Marshawn.
Why did you
Martins.
pick these people?
This is just the list of people. Wait, is there an
like-
obvious European pick?
I don't. To me, like
Tom D.
Alessandro Moresi is a better pick than Manadu because they,
Yeah, I
like, their
agree.
relays. He could
Uh-huh.
be on 2 relays and an individual.
But
whereas
I've
Florent might win a medal.
heard some murmuring that Italy is more focused on the Mediterranean Games, which start the week
Who?
after.
Italy.
Italy. the
Oh,
country.
Italy.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's
I
just
thought you said
like-
Ilia.
No.
Italy, the country.
I mean, like Tom
Martinenghi.
Dean
There's a lot of Italians
could win a
that-
medal and a bunch of relay medals.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
at
that's
least
true.
one. I don't know.
I think my weakness this draft has been that I completely forgot that relays exist. So maybe I'll focus on that for this last pick.
I mean, what about Tom Dean with an individual 200 free
That's
plus?
what I just said.
relays? Well, nobody was
Yeah.
listening.
What is Tom Dean racing? 200 free, obviously. Is he racing the
I think
2
he's entered
AM
in-
for free?
He's not for free. He might be entered in the 100 free and he might be
Nope.
entered in the 2 IM.
wild card could potentially be
Free
a
and
2
2
a.m.
IM.
He might do 2 a.m. Especially now that
Okay,
Pat's not there.
cool. Well, I'm going to go with Lucas Martins from Germany as my European pick.
All that, and he still makes a bad pick.
The distance
Whatever.
swimmers. So you have him and
I
Bobby.
love
who-
distance
Tolerance for
swimmers.
bad picks is
I'm going to get all the distance podiums. I have Pallister, Bobby Fink, and Lucas Martins. So any of those. Yeah, anyway.
sick.
I was a distance swimmer, so, you know.
All right.
So was Dana Vollmer.
Um,
And the last pick of the draft. Coleman
I need an African. I'm gonna go with Yusuf
Hmm.
Ramadan. He's a wild card. He might medal in the 100 fly. Maybe he'll swim the 50 fly and do well. So, my hopes aren't high, but that's who I'm going with for Africa.
I can't believe how many people are still on the board.
I'm just
Yeah,
looking.
it's
There are
kind of
so
a
many.
shame.
Guys, I'm going to change the rules. We're going to do one more
What?
round. It's a wild card round. You can take anybody from anywhere. This is just, we can't just leave all of these swimmers
No.
undrafted.
Oh my gosh, that's
Okay.
awesome.
Somebody gets one more pick.
Okay, wild card number 2.
I agree if
Coleman.
it starts with me, as we should.
As we
That will start with you.
because snake drafts should be done in even numbers of rounds anyway.
All right.
That's a good
Well
Oh,
then
it's
I
so
all right.
good.
I Hunter, Claire, or Tori?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hunter, Claire, or Tori?
Or Malak.
Pellegrini. Pellegrini is on the board.
Federica Pellegrini
Then
is on
she
the
retired.
I'm kidding.
board. Claire and Tori each have a lot of individuals. I think they're young. I think they have some upside. Hunter could break a world record. I don't think either of them will. American men's relays look like they're going to be pretty solid. Females will have a little more competition. Hunter Armstrong it is.
Wow.
The Magic Man.
The
Wow.
Magic Man will magically bring my team to victory.
Or
Please
you
act
could-
in the comebacks 2022. All right.
Okay.
Hmm.
My selection for the wild card is going to be a relay focused. A relay focused pick. Someone who
Gregory
loves
Alfieri.
to swim relays. Yeah, maybe a 98 Thunder.
Diaceto.
The mixed 3200 free relay. Maybe Ben got confused and thought we were doing track and field. Where there's a
Yeah.
4x8 free relay.
That would be fun
Yeah.
to have these people do some track.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick the famously undrafted Penny Oleksiak of Canada, who
Just
has
to-
won Olympic medals in 3 individual events and several relay events. We'll be swimming probably up to 5 relays this summer. Realistically, the 100 freestyle individually, 200 freestyle individually, could get a medal in all of those. So 7-time medalist at the 22 World Championships, Penny Oleksiak.
But how many individual medals did she win at the 2019 World Championships?
Right.
Well, Penny was in a different phase then. She's on the uptick here in 2022, and I believe in her.
I feel like doing this draft is forcing us to talk a lot of trash about swimmers who we recognize are very good swimmers.
Penny Oleksiak is an incredible
Nature
swimmer.
of fantasy sports. Sorry, guys.
We're just
so I'm up.
quantifying you in points. It's not personal.
Yeah, Braden, you're up for your last pick. Wild card.
My last pick.
He's gonna choose who's in my brain right now. That's what you're gonna do.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I think it's gotta be. Look, I'm down to. I'll tell you the 3 I'm down to. I'm down to Tori. I'm down to Claire, and I'm down to Christoph Malak.
Oh my god.
Why would you pick Christoph Malak? Like his
I don't
upside is
know.
what?
2 gold medals. Look,
6 points.
Well, they could win a men's
Sorry,
4x1.
12 points.
They
What?
could get a bronze in the men's 4x1.
Hungry?
Okay.
They were 5th at the Olympics.
And
Was he on
Russia's
it?
not there. Was Russia even there?
If Australia punts on this meet, if
Was Milak on that relay?
I don't know, I think so.
You could pick Fernando or Nemeth.
Pick Milak.
Come on,
That's a good
Wikipedia,
pick, Braden.
bail me out.
That's a good pick.
He was on
Choose
the
him.
relay. I'm gonna
Choose him.
take. I'm gonna take Tori Husk.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take Tori Husk.
What
to me,
events is she going to
players-
medal in individually?
50 fly, 100 fly, 100 50 free. The 50
I
free
mean,
is
she
wide
could
open.
get 5 relay medals
Yeah, she
in
could.
theory.
Yeah, probably not. They could use her on a prelims 4x2. They won't because she's got so many races, but they could.
They won't. You're right. But
Yeah.
she could easily get 4 relay medals.
Right. Depending on who gets to make those mixed. That's kind of the wild card for the Americans, right? Like we can sit here and talk about the relays they should use, but
and also they like you said, they do take into account the athlete's schedule, which I think that's why Hunter is a stronger pick, because he has a smaller individual schedule and therefore will be available for more relays.
yeah.
Anyway,
But
Okay.
won't they put who they think will win the relays?
No.
well,
didn't-
they
they
may
didn't
put
last year.
who they think
Why would
will
we
win,
start that
but that
now?
isn't always who we think will win or who will win.
Oh God, we're awful. I'm gonna get so many emails after this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm taking Claire Curzon. I'm taking her. That's who I thought you were going to take. And I'm so super excited that I have her. So,
Well, Tori and Claire have almost the same schedule.
Yeah,
They have the
I
same
mean-
relay potential. I basically
They were
my
all,
tiebreaker was Tori had a better Olympics than Claire did. And I know Claire's younger and I know it was her first one, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot of whatabouts that can go in there, but
well, I'm glad
There's that 100 back
how else
too.
to discern between them.
I'm very glad she was
Claire's
not
got
left
the
on the
100
table.
back, too.
That would have been heartbreaking.
Oh.
Worse than Penny. Totally.
You're so
Wait, nobody
emotional about your favorite swimmers.
Well, yeah, like nobody took David Popovich. And
I know. I was just gonna say that.
he penned that, candid, letter that said, I don't effing care.
What
No,
was
I
he
did-
saying that he doesn't care about?
Well, you're gonna have to read
You
the
didn't
article.
read it?
I did an interview
Not
with
yet.
a Romanian reporter who asked about him and Wang Sun Wu and et cetera, et cetera. And I kind of made the point that of that group, I think Popovich has the most marketing upside. And this was just before he wrote that editorial. I think he's got the most sort of marketability upside because he understands what his brand is and
Yeah.
he leans into it very well. So from a pure sports business perspective, I think he's got the upside of that group. Of course, whoever wins the first gold medal will get the first crack at that money. So
Wang Sun Wu actually does some modeling. He is known to be extremely good looking in the Asian community.
yeah, I would
So-
think he's pretty marketable in
He's-
that part of the
Yes.
world. So that is our 2022 World Championships fantasy draft brought to you by SwimSwam. Follow along throughout the World Championships to track each of our team's progress and see who will come out ultimately as the best and brightest swim geek of them all.